going on, y'all? This is your boy Village.
And your girl, Mrz Voilà.
Welcome to our channel. Please subscribe. Please follow us on Facebook. Also, please follow us on Instagram. Please like this video. Man, we got another one for y'all.
Yes.
We started thinking about kind of our journey through our life and different things like that, and the dynamics of our family and friends. And we started to say, man, what are the benefits and the differences of living in a major city, being in the city versus being in the country? And this is probably going to touch a lot of people. Because it is that dynamic. Some people can't control the circumstances. I understand that, but there are vast differences that we can express, especially with her family. They live in the country, like nearest town, like 40 miles away, 30 miles away. No can do. And I'm a city boy. I'm originally from New York City, so man. But I would tell you though, like, my opinion is that it's always going to be better to live in a city, right? You don't have to live in a major city like a New York City or Los Angeles or Chicago. You know, you could live in like like a Tampa, Florida, Houston, Texas, Dallas. You could live, some Middle America cities and different things. Like, as long as it at least has some sort of athletic program, an NFL, NBA team, has different things going on in the town. It's bringing some great singers and artists and comedians. There are a lot of different things that the city embrace. It brings good school systems and a whole bunch of stuff. Great medical. That's what I love about being in the city, right? Like, I don't need a vehicle really. If I really want to get around, you have the local transportation, you have Uber, you have Lyft, you got a train in some cities. You can get around. If you're sick, there's a million clinics everywhere. You need a hospital's not too far. You need good food, man, you got what? You could choose from anybody. Whole Foods, Walmart, Harris Teeter, Publix, you name it, right? Kroger, and they're everywhere, right? So that's the dynamics of living in a major city. And not only that, more opportunity for your children, right? More exposure. Like, if you're going to play sports, there's a lot more exposure. If more opportunities, more camps, more programs, more activities for your family to do. Because usually in major cities, they have to acquire more people to move there, to bring big businesses. They do things to make sure there are a lot of variety of things to do as a family. I don't know about living in the country. I'm very neutral. I see pros and I see cons with living in both type of environments. All right, so I'm gonna start off with the pros in living in the country. So, living in the country, there are more trees. So the air quality is better. There's more land to grow more organic vegetables. There's, you can have livestock to, produce different meats, and you can have more peace and quiet. You don't have to deal with the hustle and bustle of the world. You have elbow room. So you can have your own space. If you want to go outside and scream to the top of your lungs, feel free. You don't have to worry about nobody calling the cops if your next door neighbor is like a mile away from you. So it's more of a sense of home when you live in the country. It is, your family comes there. You have a feeling comes about you when you live in the country. You feel like your roots are there. You feel more connected to your ancestors when you live in a country environment. And I know villages. And I know you probably say I'm stretching, but no, I genuinely feel that way. When I travel to my grandmother's house, there is, some people that still plant cotton, just by looking at cotton being grown. I have a connection. I can't see cotton in the city. Only cotton I have is in my pillow or, Fruit of a Loom when I put on my back. So I have more of a connection with the country. I feel like the life expectancy is better in the country. And I feel like it is a good place to raise a family from a holistic perspective. To go down with the nitty-gritty, to learn the importance of work ethic, hard work, labor to reward. I just feel you have more values when you live in the country.
Well, I would say this. I agree with you have more peace in the country. The air is cleaner. I would say that as well. You kind of get that nice fresh air, and it's more peaceful, right? It's really, really more peaceful. But honestly, it's not for me because one, some areas in the country, there's no internet. There's no cable. I mean, you got to get like Dish Network or something. No offense to Dish Network, but it's just, you really can't get local cable. And then we all live on the internet today. So it's like you really got to have a solid cell phone provider to even survive in a lot of country areas. And that's the biggest issue. So I would say, for me, living in the country is not really an option. It's just not. And then not only that, my safety. If something medically was to, bad was to happen to me, I'm forced to drive 40 minutes away. I might not even make it. I might fall over before I even make it to the hospital. I mean, that's just, it's not healthy. It's not. I mean, I feel like you
not healthy.
It's not. I mean, so many things could go wrong. Ambulance can't get to you. Cops will take forever to help you out.
But that's when you take matters in your own hands. You have your own weapon on your own property.
No, its safety comes first. Look, statistics shows that more and more people worldwide, not just in America, are moving closer and closer to cities, right? Because you want all the services that come with it, right? All the jobs are there as well. I mean, there's a lot of benefits. Now, you could live in the suburbs, right? You don't have to live directly in the city. You could live more on the outskirts of the city and still have that nice fresh air environment, living in the suburbs and then commute 20, 30 minutes to work. There's nothing wrong with that. I like that option, not me living 30, 40, 50 miles from civilization. And I'm gonna tell you, look, just from experience, seeing the families that live in the country, a lot of that is dying off. I mean, I'm just being really real. Like a lot of the kids being born in today's society, they're like, we don't want to live there. We want to go to college and we want to go live in DC. I want to live in New York. I want to go to LA. I want to go somewhere where it's happening. It's opportunities. So a lot of these communities are just dying. They're dying off. It's going with the grandmothers and the grandfathers. So it's not sustainable for one. I still think that a lot of the land needs to be held on to the families as long as possible. But for the most part, it's just not what it used to be. It needs to be developed. I feel like we're going to stay in the country, develop it, build it up, put some stores there, make people want to actually live in the country, show some values to it, put something there. When it's just nothing.
But then again, you miss the simplistic ability about it. You miss the natural environment.